Good evening, Spurs fans. It's Andrew from AJ Aussie Spurs here. How are we going tonight? Just thought I'd put a video up tonight, just in regards to a preview for the Frankfurt game. I think it's 6 o'clock Thursday, Australian time. So yeah, it's going to be a big game for us because a win will guarantee us a spot in the top 8, and that'll stop that playoff game against whoever it is on either side of the Arsenal game. So that would be a huge bonus if we can get into that top 8, and we have to avoid that game. That would be fantastic. Few thoughts on the lineup that he might put out. I'm assuming it's going to be very similar to the Dortmund game. Whether he has the same setup as the Dortmund game, I'm not sure, but it will be an interesting lineup. I'd have to assume Pape Matar would have to come in at some stage. So you might go, your dog, because you've got a big game on the weekend too against Man City. So it might be a toss-up. It might be Spence, Van der Ven, Porro, and Romero. Would you go Sarr, Gray if fit, and Xavi, have a 4-3-3? That'd be an attacking midfield. There's no doubt about that. I'm not sure on the status of Paulinho, if he's fit or whether he's close. Do you put him in this game or do you put him in the Man City game? Depending on his fitness, I guess that would be the big question for Thomas. And up front, with no tell, Odebear, Solanke, and I'm going to have to put Moani, unfortunately. Just trying to think of a left wing, an alternative for the left wing. We run out of options. Or do we go the 4-4-2 and have Solanke and Odebear just played close together up the top, and you could have Sarr, Paulinho, Xavi, and Gray in the middle. Again, depending on Paulinho's fitness, I guess that's going to be the big question. Is how do you do it? But I think we need to win. Even though it's an away game, we do have to win. Frankfurt have no chance of even making the the knockout round or the playoffs. And apparently they have got a big game in the Bundesliga on the weekend as well. So there is a very fair chance that they will not send their strongest team, will not play their strongest team. So it's an absolutely incredible opportunity for us to cement a spot in that top 8 and give us that extra little bit of time off and give us a very good opportunity against Arsenal in that tough, the last game of that very tough month in February. So it'll be, again, injury-wise, it's going to be a tough ask to, if Paulinho's available, I think I'd save him for the Manchester game, to be honest, the City game on the weekend, and just you could have Sarr, Gray, and then you midfield Xavi. You might have saying that midfield options are a bit skinny, aren't they? After that, in regard, I don't know if Bissouma's in the squad. I don't think he made the Champions League squad. I don't think he put him in there, did he? If he did, you could put Biss in there, but I'm pretty sure he didn't get picked in the squad. So it's going to be, again, you can see by the bags under Thomas's eyes, another stressful couple of nights for him to work out the best team to put together. But yeah, it's going to be going to be a dogfight for the next 4 weeks. We just need to knuckle down and get behind the team, regardless of whether you're Thomas out, Thomas in, and all that sort of stuff. Again, this board and this ownership are absolutely letting down with very, very little movement in this transfer window. It's absolutely atrocious. It really, really is. And I read that they want to let Kinski go on a loan to West Ham. Come on, guys, please. I guess it's going to be a mad dash for deadline day, which is ridiculous. You've had 30 days, 30 odd days, and 2 or 3 months before that to prepare. 4 months, probably 6 months. As soon as Thomas got the job, it would have been your job to identify people to target in the January window. And we've got donuts, we've got Gallagher. A good signing. Probably, going forward it will be a wise signing. Probably not spectacular, but wise, let's say. And of course the young guy from Brazil, Souza. But seriously, we just, what was it, ENIC 2.0? ENIC 1.5, I think. And we just need to get these people out of the club. I wonder if old Daniel's in the background trying to get some bloody investors together to do a full takeover. I mean, we could have him back, you never know. That would be something that might irritate a few people. Could you imagine if he's talking to Staveley, the lady from Newcastle? Imagine old Daniel getting on the way and get together a couple of people and we'll take the rest of this over. Don't go 100%, we'll just go 70 and I'll just keep my 30. I don't think that might not be happening either. So, again, you're going to appeal to a wider audience if you know that you don't have to pay 5 billion, you only have to pay 3 billion or 2 billion or something, whatever it is, whatever the value is of the club. They don't have to pay the 100%, but they'll get the majority shareholding. I wonder if that's something that might be happening in the background. Again, I think it's all part of ENIC's master plan to bring Poch back in the summer, even though, your summer, English summer. Again, during his reign, I wasn't as full-on Spurs supporter as what I am now, and from all reports, yes, it was a good dream run, and he got on playing attacking football, but he had a very, very strong team. Would it tarnish his legacy if he was to come back and in the same amount of time, 6 months or 8 months that Thomas has been given, and he has similar results? What happens to the fan base then? That would be an interesting take. I'm sure with he's got credit in the bank, obviously. I'm not sure of what his relationship with Daniel Levy. I thought he had a very strong relationship with Daniel Levy. That was one of the reasons. I know during Andrew's reign they were spotted having coffee and all that sort of stuff in London. But I just wonder if with Levy not being there, is the relationship still as strong? But I have no doubt it probably is. And there is, I know he has been talking in the media about wanting to come back to Spurs and all that, which is, a good thing, I guess. It will be interesting to see if during the World Cup, United States performances, what they were like. And as a proud Aussie, I do know that we are in their group, so that will be that would be interesting to see how we go there. So, yeah. Well, that might do it for tonight, guys. I really appreciate all the support, and thank you to the 19 subscribers. So if you do like this video, please like, subscribe, comment, share, all of the above, and we'll watch with intense interest on Thursday morning. I believe Paul Otts, he's doing a watch along, so and I'll be at bloody work, bloody time, 6 o'clock. There's bloody 6 o'clock starts to do it for me, sort of with work and all that. It has been pretty quiet at work, so I might get a chance to watch most of it, which would be great. Just a quick shout out too. I did went for a walk this afternoon and was listening to Aussie Spurs YouTube channel with Jim, and he's put a very, very insightful video up about the ownership and all that sort of stuff, about the situation of Spurs at the moment. It's a 9-minute video, well worth going and having a look. I will put a link in the description if you just want to go and have a check of that out. It's a very insightful video. It's like a what do you call it, monologue and all that sort of stuff, and he goes on about the just the feeling within the Tottenham community and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, he's not a full-on ENIC out or a full-on ENIC in and all that sort of stuff, but it's a very balanced take on obviously his opinion of the situation. But it is a very, very worthwhile video to go and have a look at. Alright guys, that might do it. Thanks very much for watching. As I say, like, subscribe, comment and share. And as always, come on you Spurs, let's go.